Stop trying to chase your goals. Instead, focus on the right systems. So that way, you'll have way more confidence, plus, make it a lot easier for you to actually obtain your goals. Let me help you out. Let's just say for this exercise, your goal is to lose 30 pounds and you want to get off your blood pressure medications. You may be wondering to yourself, but Joe, what is a system that I'm going to be able to use to help me achieve that? Where I want you to switch the word system and instead replace it with habit. So now let's brainstorm. What is going to be the best habits that's going to help you when it comes to losing the 30 pounds, but also lowering your blood pressure so that way you're off the medications? Just to clarify, the reason why I said to stop chasing your goals is because when you put too much energy and attention on them, it's almost like you're lifting them up on a pedestal, and it becomes very easy for them to eventually fall and collapse. By having the right systems, aka habits, it's going to give you a lot more peace and also reassurance knowing that you're on the right path. Mike started off at 240 pounds. He was taking medications for both high blood pressure and high cholesterol. But here's the kicker. His doctor pretty much said, like, dude, you're at risk for type 2 diabetes. If you don't change here and lose some weight, I'm going to be putting you on even more medications. Mike is a smart cookie. After years of trying all these different fad diets and cookie cutter programs that never led to him being successful when it comes to losing weight, he decided to give me a call after seeing one of my Facebook ads. Mike loved everything that he heard on our strategy call. We talked about the personalization when it comes to knowing what works best for his body type and also his lifestyle. We talked about helping him fit in his favorite foods, but also just being there with him 24/7 to help hold him accountable to staying on the right track. So Mike got signed up for our fat loss coaching program, and right now he weighs 170 pounds and he's off all of his medications. And if you're someone that's trying to lose weight and also get off your medications, I highly recommend pausing this video, go grabbing a pen and paper, and taking down some notes, because this right here is going to change your life. Let's talk specifically about the habits that Mike did to help him lose the weight and get off his medications. And let's just break this up into 3 different categories. Let's talk about training, nutrition, and the right mindset. When Mike first got signed up for our coaching program, we agreed that it's probably best for him and his schedule to just focus on some 25-minute bodyweight circuits right there at home. This would be great for him because he was very busy. You know, if he could focus on just 3 workouts a week, we'd be in a really good sweet spot when it comes to building some lean muscle tissue, but also getting his heart rate up to burning more body fat. That's just the workouts. We also needed to add in some cardio. And I'll be completely honest with you, when it comes to cardio, we focus on a completely different approach than how you're probably thinking of cardio. You're probably thinking of like running, swimming, doing the elliptical, or maybe the stair climber. Yeah, we're not a big fan of all that. Because let's just say if you ever had any kind of knee pain or ankle injuries, or maybe just overweight and there's a lot of pressure on your joints, doing a lot of cardio could actually be more harmful for you than good. So instead with Mike, we just focused on an easy habit, which is just walking. And by far, walking is one of the best ways when it comes to losing body fat and also speed up your metabolism. So we gave him a goal to aim for about 10,000 steps every day if he can. Some days, hey, he only had about 8,000 steps. Other days, 9,000 steps. But on average, per week, Mike was crushing it and typically getting around 10,000 steps a day. Hopefully that sounds pretty easy and simple, because it should. I want you to do exactly the same thing to once again help you lose the body fat and potentially get off your medications. But let's also talk about category number 2, which is nutrition, because you can't out-train a bad diet, right? This one is actually pretty simple as well. Once we were able to map out what is the exact calorie range that Mike needed to be in when it comes to losing body fat, it was just making sure that he was just eating enough protein within that calorie budget, so that way he's losing primarily body fat and not losing the muscle. And a simple calculation that you can also use is just take your body weight and multiply it by 10. That's going to give you a good, healthy calorie range to at least aim for. And when it comes to hitting your protein goal, just take your body weight and multiply it by 1. So in Mike's case, he weighed 240 pounds. You multiply that by 10, we're looking at about 2,400 calories. And then obviously with the protein goal, hey, 240 multiplied by 1, we're looking at on average 240 grams protein each and every day. Any extra calories for carbs or fats, well, he can use them however he wanted. If he wanted to go out to eat, which he did, and he was smart about that as well. He would typically just send us over the link to the menu. That way we can scan it over, give him some guidance on what he should order. But also, if he ever wants to just, go out and have ice cream with the family, he could. And he never felt guilty about that either because he was able to fit it into his calorie budget that we provided for him. Let's talk about the third category, which is by far one of the most important ones, and that's the mindset. Now listen, your mindset is the foundation. It will either make you or it will break you. You need to fully believe it's possible that you're going to be able to reach your goals. Henry Ford said it best, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So you need to have confidence that, hey, it's possible for you to have success. When Mike got signed up for our coaching program, he instantly got access to our community group with all the members and all the coaches. And by far, this is probably like the best and easiest way to shift your mindset because you're surrounding yourself with the right people that's most importantly holding you accountable to having success at reaching your goals. Let's say you're watching this video and you're not part of Heartletics and you don't have access to the community group that has 24/7 support and accountability. Well, guess what? I can still provide some value and help you out. This is very important. I want you to just write down what are your goals and what is the reason why you want to have success at reaching them. I'm not talking surface level. I'm talking about what is your deep-rooted why. Like if let's say you want to lose weight because you just want to lose weight to maybe take your shirt off and maybe have more confidence, that's kind of surface level. But let's say, hey, you want to lose weight because maybe you want to be a better role model and inspiration for your kids because maybe, who knows, they're following through in your bad habits where they're spending too much time on their phones or their tablets or watching TV, and you're kind of noticing that like, hey, they're getting bigger here. Like, and it's kind of stemming from you, and you're noticing that. So maybe it's like, hey, you want to be that inspiration for them. You want to get in better shape so you can also get them in better shape as well. I would say that's a deep-rooted why. Once you have that mapped out, write it out on a piece of paper and read it to yourself every single morning. That's going to give you the motivation, that's going to give you the fuel to at least get your body moving in the right direction. Let's quickly summarize. Mike went from 240 pounds all the way down to 170 pounds, and he also got off all of his medication, and he's no longer at risk for type 2 diabetes. He focused on 3 things: training, nutrition, mindset. With the training, Mike was focused on doing the right workouts for his body type, but also his busy schedule. So that way he had an easier time staying consistent with it. And he also was getting plenty of steps in. And that was a huge key part to, once again, losing body fat and speeding up somebody's metabolism is just walking more. Nutrition, it was very simple. Take your body weight, multiply it by 10. That's going to give you a good, healthy calorie deficit to be in when it comes to losing body fat. And just make sure you're eating plenty of protein. Take your body weight, multiply it by 1. That's going to be a good range for you to at least start hitting. So that way, once again, you're not losing any muscle. You're only losing the body fat. When it comes to the mindset, you need to have confidence and the right belief system, knowing that it's 100% possible that you're going to have success at reaching your goals. Any more tips on how to lose body fat and keep it off once and for all you need to do is click on the link down below. In the description box, that first link is going to have access to our free training guide. I recommend just downloading that, taking a look at it, and just using the helpful tips that we talk about in there. As always, guys, if you got any value at all from today's episode, I would greatly appreciate it if you just gave this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below letting me know your biggest takeaway. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. This has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.